Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you all will be fine. Guys, myself Jiten Singh Jitu sir, your English teacher. Today in this video we are going to discuss the Hindi explain of the chapter The Last Spring. So we should start from hearing him. One wonders if he has achieved what many have failed in their lifetime. He has a roof over his head. So it means the writer wonders that probably the old man has achieved something which many other people have not been able to achieve. At least he has been able to secure a shelter for his family. The cry of not having money to do anything except carry on the business of making bangles. Not even enough to eat rings in every home. The young man echo the lament of the elders. So it means this problem was prevalent in all the homes which carried on the profession. They did not know anything else other than bangle making, and it did not even provide them enough to eat. Little has moved with time. It seems in Firozabad, years of mind numbing toil has killed all initiative and the ability to dream. So it means the young man who had entered the traditional profession also had the same complaint. With the passing of time, there was no improvement in their condition, as they had been doing hard work for countless number of years. They did not have any ability to do something else or to dream of it. Why not organize yourselves into a cooperative? I ask a group of young men who have fallen into the vicious circle of middlemen who trapped their fathers and forefathers. So it means the writer suggests them to form a cooperative. She talked to a group of young men to get out of the clutches of the cruel middlemen who had trapped their elders. Even if we get organized, we are the ones who will be hauled up by the police, beaten and dragged to jail for doing something illegal, they say. So at this, the man said that if they dare to do something like that, they would be dragged and beaten up by the police and sent to jail. There is no leader among them, no one who could help them see things differently. So it means their acts would be termed to be unlawful. The writer felt that as they had no leader, they could not think of doing things differently. They all were so tired, the men and their fathers. They talk endlessly in a spiral that moves from poverty to apathy to greed and to injustice. Listening to them, I see two distinct worlds, one of the family caught in a wave of poverty. So it means the man complained that it was a continuous process. Their poor condition led to lack of concern for their problems. This made them greedy and led to injustice. Burdened by the stigma of caste in which they are boiled, the other vicious circle of the sahukars, the middlemen, the policemen, the keepers of law, the bureaucrats, and the politicians. So it means writer envisioned that there were two separate worlds. One was of such families who were stuck in poverty and the pressure of doing the traditional profession according to the caste in which they were born. The other world is a never ending cycle of moneylenders, middlemen, policemen, law keepers, government officials, and politicians. Together, they have imposed the baggage on the child that he cannot put down. Before he is aware, he accepts it as naturally as his father. So it means both of these worlds had forced the young boys to follow the family traditions. The young boys get into the profession and became a part of the vicious cycle even before they realize it. If they did anything else, it meant that they were challenging them two worlds. To do anything else would mean to dare, and daring is not part of the growing up. When I sense flash of it in Mukesh, I am cheered. I want to be a motor mechanic, he repeats. He will go to a garage and learn, but the garage is long way from his home. So it means the boys had not been reared up to be bold so that they could dare to go against the system. The writer was happy to sense that Mukesh had the spark in him. He repeated that he would be a motor mechanic. He wanted to go to a garage and learn the job. The writer asked that if the garage was at a distance from his home, Mukesh insisted that he would walk up to it. I will walk up, he insisted. Do you also dream of flying a plane? He suddenly silent. No, he says, staring at the ground. In his small murmur, there is an embarrassment that has not yet turned into regret. He is content to dream of cars that he sees hustling down the streets of the town. So it means when she asked him if he dreamed of flying an aeroplane, the boy became silent and refused. He did not know about planes, not many cars moving around in Firozabad. His dreams were restricted up to them. So, guys, it was the complete final chapter. Now we will discuss the next chapter in the next video. Till then, thank you. Bye.